see if this works for me. Okay. If someone works as an engineer, is it okay to admit that if a woman from social circle in person asks what I do, or should I say something random like a stripper? If they're in your social circle, it never hurts to flirt. It never hurts to let them know who you are. So always, by default, there's certain places you don't run game, but you should always run game if you have the opportunity. Girls live incredibly mundane and boring lives. You're the most interesting thing that she'll see all day. And she's going to realize sooner or later, she's around you a lot, that you're a bit of a player and you have some charisma. So I always say, Joe, remember, girls are like children. They just want to have fun. I don't care. Even if they are in your social, let's say other engineers, you definitely want to have some levity around them. You know, if they're a more serious type girl, but even if it's social circle, they need to know your personality. You don't, it's hard, very hard to switch back and forth. And there are times, you know, certain settings, certain situations where you turn it off and you got to be all business, but social circle is not one of them. Social means exactly, the social world needs more charismatic men, and that's you. So if someone works as an engineer, is it okay to admit that if a woman from social circle in person asks what I do, yes, you should definitely mess with her. I'm a drug dealer. I just got out. I'm actually unemployed. I got out of jail this morning. So fuck with them. They will have fun. They will appreciate it too, because they've talked to enough guys all day telling them exactly what they do and how many cars they've sold, or, you know, how many deals they shut down that day, or, you know, just whatever boring ass conversation. A guy, how much Bitcoin they bought and lost, or, you know, how much imaginary internet money, you know, just, and girls are like ready to claw their eyes out and choke him because they just don't want to hear it anymore. So yes, always run game unless it's a situation that requires you to kind of bring your A game, and you got to be serious about what you're doing. And that there's stakes, you know, heavily involved. That's a real deal. And I appreciate your question, because it is important. And it's important that you know, you're able to draw attractive women or attract women from your social circle. And that used to be 99% of how people met was, you know, through a friend, or, you know, an acquaintance, or somebody got drawn into your social circle and then you guys sparked it. Or they'd have a boyfriend that you don't know when you met, and she's in your social circle through a family member, or, you know, through a friend, and then they break up and then you would end up with her. So that's the real deal. Yes, you should always open with charisma. You can always tab it back.